After I've lied and told the whole world I'm okay and I'm happy, it's a lie.
Why, hello there.
Misguided.
So we're just gonna get right into it. Britney Spears is being held captive. Britney Spears is going through a lot of things right now. I'm here for my queen. Are you? Yes. I took 4 pages of notes on this. So there is like leaked testimony right now, like audio from the court of Britney's like testimony and what she went through. She basically like confirms everything that people have been saying in the Free Britney movement, and like people have been speculating about her being held captive, being drugged, being forced to perform labor essentially, while also not retaining control of her money. Like all of these things people have been speculating about for so long, and then it finally comes out that it's like true. So I listened to the full like testimony the hour before they braked for a recess because the defense requested it. Anyways, at the beginning of it, it literally says, no recording devices allowed, no phones, no texts, no tweets, like nothing. The only person allowed to record this is like the court person. But clearly the court person couldn't keep up because the judge kept asking Britney to slow down and she would just like talk faster. Which is also a sign of like someone in trauma and like trying to get their story out and trying to like speak quickly so that they like, this is the only time that they can speak. I mean, from the sounds of it, Britney can't even like barely Google for her conservatorship. Like, girl can't even get dressed on her own, okay? Like, these people are controlling every facet of her life. Kind of like, ding ding. Yeah, so this feels personal. This is personal, bitches. We didn't go through this once before to not learn from our mistakes. I'm mad. I need to stop drinking the wine. The wine's doing things to me. I don't know, like, legally if I could share the court recordings in my video. It seems like something I shouldn't do because it literally said at the beginning of the court, like, hearing, do not record this.
Recordings are prohibited.
I listened to the whole thing, took 4 pages of notes here, and I'm about to tell you everything that happened. Okay, so basically this is an open-ended hearing, which essentially means that like it's a hearing at the request of the conservatee. So she is allowed to, like, she basically just said like, I have an issue and I need to address the court. And she didn't even know that she could do this. So a lot of the statement that she had prepared was her like pleading for a public conversation. So essentially in this hearing, Britney Spears is allowed to say whatever she would like to address the court and tell them what has been going on. Of course, the defense attempted to block this, saying that like there's some of her medical history that may need to be protected, that her children who are minors medical history needs to be protected. And while they're saying this, Britney claps back real quick and she said, they had no problem exploiting my children for the last 10 years. Girl is heated, ready to fight. So at the beginning of the statement, Britney essentially said that she stopped trying to go to court around 2018 because she didn't know that she could contest her conservatorship. And she also says that at her last hearing, she wasn't heard. She feels like she had addressed the court, she had told them a lot of these issues previously, and nobody heard her. And because they didn't hear her, she was essentially punished for the next 2 years because the people that she told on weren't punished and they were allowed to continue hurting her and brutalizing her in so many different ways that we as normal people who aren't on stage can't even imagine. Britney essentially claims that she was forced to be on tour in 2018. She was told by her management company that if she didn't do this tour, she would be sued. She wanted a break, but she was told no. She was forced to work every single day, and though they claim she was incompetent, she had actually trained 16 new dancers and had choreographed her entire tour performance. Like, she basically planned her tour while they're claiming she's incompetent and unable to do things. And we also talked about this in a previous video when we talked about Britney Spears' Oops, I Did It Again video, where they hit her in the the head with a camera and forced her to work after 4 hours of rest. She literally had a concussion and was forced to continue filming this video that she came up with the concept for. She literally designed all of the costumes for.
Yes, it is true.
Yet she is incompetent, unable to do things, yada yada yada. Things got so intense in the micromanagement of Britney's day-to-day life that when she denied to do even a simple dance move, her therapist was contacted. They would say she's not taking her pills when she didn't even have to take her pills during rehearsals. Like, she took her pills in the morning and there was someone to administer her pills because she was never alone. But these people who are at her rehearsals, her managers and are like, she's not taking her pills when they're not even the ones who are like administering her pills. It's crazy.
There were people into my life that were just bad people, and I was very guarded at first, but then I went to a point where I ended up letting them in.
So essentially, they wanted Britney to start her Vegas show. During her Vegas show, she would be working every single day, and she was tired. She wanted to take a break. She didn't want to be doing this. When she told them that she didn't want to do this, they called her therapist, who then mysteriously, soon after, her therapist put her on lithium. Britney Spears claimed the lithium made her feel drunk. She had 6 nurses who were there to make sure that she was like alive when they took her off of every other medicine and just threw her on lithium. Hey Siri, can you find me an article on lithium? Lithium is used for mental illnesses, including bipolar disorder, depression, and schizophrenia. I don't know what lithium does or how it makes people feel, but Britney claimed that it made her feel drunk, and she didn't like the feeling. She had to be helped out of bed. She had to be helped to get dressed. They had Britney Spears with 6 different nurses to make sure that she survived this rapid transition to lithium. And she was essentially locked in the house for a month, kept drugged because she didn't want to do this tour. So at this point, her dad forced her into rehab. Britney describes in her testimony that when she was told that she had to go to rehab, that she cried for over an hour on the phone. And during this time, she felt that her father loved it. He loved this control over someone as powerful as her, over someone who has as much money as she does. Britney compares this kind of slavery that she was in to trafficking, essentially. Day in and day out work, being forced to get dressed in certain ways, being drugged, being forced to perform, essentially. She was giving up to 8 gallons of blood a week for tests. She had people watching her get dressed every single day. All the while, she was working 7 days a week, 10-hour days, day in and day out, never having a break, being surrounded by people constantly, all while being drugged.
Honestly, without the music and just the mic, it kind of feels illegal. Like it's quiet right now. And it feels kind of illegal doing this with this mic in my hand right now. It feels so weird.
At this point, Britney Spears reveals that her happiness to the public is a lie. She tells the court that she is in shock. She is traumatized. She is crying every single day. She is, at this point, pleading for help. She mentions how Miley Cyrus can get away with smoking a joint on stage, but she has been in a 13-year conservatorship because of her actions. She gets put into rehab because she denied a specific dance move. Britney Spears doesn't drink, but she says that for the things that she has been through, she feels that she should. What sucks is she was in AA for 2 years. She made friends and connections in this AA, and she's not even allowed to see the friends that she made who lives only 8 minutes away. In Britney's words, she says that she is threatened, she is enslaved, and she is not lying. She says if there's anything that she wants to be taken from this court, it is that she wants changes and she wants to be heard. She wants this to be public. Britney then starts to declare that she wants to be released from her conservatorship and she doesn't want to be analyzed. She doesn't want to be offended and dehumanized by being placed on psychiatric evaluation. Britney at this point is pleading for her life back. She then tells the court directly that she wants to sue her family. She wants to share her story with the world, but her attorney said that she can't talk to people. She can't make this public. Mind you, her attorney is court appointed. She is not allowed to choose her own defense. Her family is allowed to do interviews and comment on her situation. Her family's allowed to talk about what they think she's going through, but she is not allowed to talk about what she's going through. Britney Spears feels that she works for the people that she pays. She also tells the court that she hates being forced to go to therapy 3 times a week and in a public facility that is easily accessible by paparazzi. And then the paparazzi see her crying after therapy, and then it's more publicity of her being mentally unstable. And this was at her father's request. Her father requested for her to be in this facility in public. It's literally insane.
Just one question. If somebody tells you you can't do something, what do? Do something! You do it!
At this point, Britney Spears begins wrapping up her statement and declaring what she would like to come out of this situation. Britney Spears makes it very clear that she wants to end the conservatorship without psychiatric evaluation. She describes situations like in 2020 where she was denied self-care services. Britney Spears pleads to the court that she just wants to be able to go to therapy once a week, to be able to see her friends who live nearby, to let her boyfriend drive her places, to take out her IUD. An IUD is essentially a birth control device. So essentially, Britney Spears' internal organs, her reproductive system is being monitored by the courts. I don't know how much more insane this can sound, but it's happening. She's not allowed to get married or have children. She is constantly surrounded by people, yet she feels alone. And when she doesn't feel alone, she feels bullied and abused, threatened, scared. I mean, none of us can imagine what it would feel like to have everything controlled for you when you feel totally competent and able to handle everything yourself. At this point, the judge tells Britney that she can petition to end her conservatorship if she would like to, and that would be a separate proceeding. Then Britney Spears' mom's representative chimes in and says that they would like to see an end to this today. They want to see a situation where this is resolved today. At this point, essentially the defense, which is Britney Spears' father and the conservatorship, essentially, I don't really understand. But the defense asks for a recess so that they can take time to gather Britney's claims and then respond to them appropriately. It's just a bunch of bullshit. Britney Spears should be allowed to be a normal human. It doesn't sound that crazy. It's crazy. I don't know. Britney Spears shouldn't be in this conservatorship. Her father needs to get bent and fuck. But really though, like, this is insane that she is involved in this. Like, and for what? For what? For why? For how? I don't even understand why she's in a conservatorship. What did she do that's so crazy? Can someone tell me? I mean, yeah, she shaved her head and she had an umbrella and went crazy because the paparazzi was following her, and like, nothing that happened in Britney Spears' past seems crazy now. Like, it really doesn't. I don't comprehend how she is in a conservatorship. I think conservatorships should be abolished, honestly. I mean, why do they exist? I get it if you're in a coma, but also I don't get it. Like, it's like, wait till I wake up, bitch, don't touch my shit. Like, I don't know. I think conservatorships are just a way for the system to profit off of people who are disabled, honestly. And Britney Spears is literally telling us that she is not disabled to the point where they are saying she is. She has literally been employing people for 13 years while she's in a conservatorship and being told that she's unable to provide for herself. I really just think this needs to be as public as possible. Britney Spears literally says that she wants it to be as public as possible. I mean, how will she ever get the justice that she needs and the freedom that she deserves unless people talk about it, unless more people know about this situation? She has zero privacy. And a lot of this is coming from her father. I mean, it's just disgusting. It's so disgusting. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more videos and updates on this and more things that happen. I have a bunch of videos planned that are more fun. This literally just happened and I was like, I gotta recap this because this is crazy. People are gonna need to know what's going on, and like, I don't even know if the like audio is legally able to be shared, so might as well just like take notes and recap it. I hope you enjoyed. Stick around, subscribe, visit misguidedmerman.com to check out all of my things, my links. Visit twistedbee.com to get a free sample of hemp wick. That's right, you can get a free sample of some hemp wick. Smoke flower, not butane, okay? Twisted Bee. Until next time, stay safe, stay sane, and remember to always stay golden. My loneliness is killing me, and I mean, I might as well finish this wine. I'm like so close to it. It's like, you know, it's like barely anything in it. For Britney.